saddle again. Yeah. Gonna do some Minecraft until more Black Ops 3 maps load. Wanna play some Origins. Or some Gorod. I'm rolling a Smiz Oak. Presently. Got the Green Mile on playing in the other room. It's AMC. I didn't play it. Gladiator just went off. One of my favorite movies of all time. But it's one of those movies that, while I think it's one of the best movies ever made, there's really no purpose behind watching it anymore. I've just seen it way too many times. Kind of like Joe Dirt. Or one of my all-time favorite movies, Gettysburg. I know that's weird, but when I was like 8 or 7 or something, I watched Gettysburg for the first time, and I became quite enamored with the Civil War. In fact, I wanted to be a Civil War historian for most of my growing up process. I like to tell people, and I know it's only half true, I've forgotten more about the Civil War than most people will ever know in their life, and that's only half true. I've forgotten more about the Civil War than that. Of course, you never really forget anything. You just lose the neural pathways that connect you to those memories. But Gettysburg was a movie that I watched to the point that I could quote it line for line the entire 4-hour movie. Every single line. When you can do that, what's the point of watching the movie anymore? There's very few movies that I can just sit and rewatch over and over again. They never, even though the element of surprise is gone, there's just something nostalgic about them that I can just watch them. You know, they make me feel good regardless. Like, when I was in the Army, in my barracks room, I had my own room. If you came in my room, I either had Friday playing, Fast and the Furious, I really liked Behind Enemy Lines. Movies that came out after I left the Army that I can just put on and play and listen to, or, you know, I never get tired of these movies. You know, they're not the main attraction, granted. They're not holding my attention. They're more movies that I just enjoy having in the background. You know what I mean? Fast and the Furious, as I said. A big one is I really like Role Models. I don't understand why they never made another one of those. She's Out of My League. Huge Jay Baruchel fan. Pineapple Express is almost one of those movies. I did eventually get wore out on it. So I only need 7 more Alright. I'm gonna grab one of my starter maps. I'll head up and see if I can find. I'm gonna bring some shears. Sorry, I got a little distracted, guys. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna end up going through the jungle a little bit. I'm not that concerned, because I might run across some parrots, and that's good stuff. Llama, salam alaikum, how you doing? Don't need a bow. My rolled cigarette didn't want to go out. Some blocks. Since I'm heading up this way, I might as well check out this jungle temple in the middle of a lake. Oops. I do that a lot. I think I heard a lynx. Yeah, there she blows. They're cool. I mean, I really don't see the purpose behind them. If you give them a fish, I think it is, they become a house cat. But then you gotta find a way to lead it back to your, and I think more fish do that, I don't know, but you know, what are the point behind house cats? I guess for the female players that want to have their little pets, you know, they actually care about the animals. practical person. That's not exactly the word that I probably should be using. I'm just functionality. I have animals, but I have them for practical reasons. You know, like... Where are you at? All of my animals serve a purpose. Food or leather or whatnot. 6 more. 6 more, guys! I don't know how the trap setup is for this. Because I know these places are trapped like a motherfucker. And they only have 1 chest. They are far inferior to desert temples. We'll try that. And if I die... Well, that didn't do it. Oh, shit. It lets me collect arrows like that? No, still. I bet it's that. Alright. Okay. Is that all the traps there are? I see. What the hell, man? I can get to the chest now. I just want to figure out what the combo is. I've already tried this. That's kind of whack. Is this that exact same trader? Does he just kind of follow me around? Lost your damn mind fucking with me. Wow, I'm gonna starve. Although I've never actually got that achievement where you let your health, you have to eat zombie food to keep from starving. I've tried before, and I always end up, by the time I get low enough to where I'm close to starving, I'm also low on hearts. But in case something happens. I think I still have a bed up here. I think I should still have a bed around her somewhere. Nah, I think I had it right there on that beach. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can come over here and check, but that gives me hope that they spawned a skeleton right there. And a crapper. Yeah, I must have picked that bed up. Oh, this is my chance to check. Yeah. Gotta have shears to get those. I'm pretty sure it was right there. I think I picked it up when I went and mapped up the north zone. Well, I'll be a funky's munkle. Now this little alcove right here, this little, between here and here, was just filled with turtles the first time I came through here. Island. There's not gonna be any turtles over there. We got a tropical area over here, I know, because there were turtles. And then right across the bay is just snow. I wonder if I follow along that jungle, if that's considered tropical, because it's a jungle. Trying to spawn turtles, guys. Alright, things are burning. Go back to where I saw the first turtles, and then if that doesn't work, then I'll go back towards the jungle and see it. Can't argue with free. Yep, there were like a shit ton of turtles right here. And then when I came back, there were two. Where? Right in front of me. 4 more feathers, guys. Two more feathers, guys. And we can go to the nether. ocean, so I don't think turtles spawn in rivers. This little lake here might be a good spot. Nope, there's my bed. Problem solved. No turtles, huh? If I were to bring a flint and steel and light a fire right here and then throw uncooked food on there, would it cook it? If I had a bucket and I swam over to that fish, could I collect the fish in the bucket, or is that just something I can get from traders? You can't actually collect fish in buckets. You can only trade for fish in buckets. These are the questions inquiring minds want to know. Is he actually swimming away from me, or? Well, hell, it looks like my jungle theory didn't pan out, huh? And I'm officially off the map. Kind of really want to go investigate the snow, see if I can find an igloo. What the fuck was that? Oh, I'm starving. Yeah, I got it. About them apples, kids. Smash them up, make a sauce. I've never actually starved before. That was interesting. We'll start heading back. I only need 2 more feathers. I'll get them in this here jungle. Right here, right here. That's seagrass, right? Whoa, you can eat that shit? I didn't know you could eat. You learn something new every day. When you gonna go in a cave? That'd be like a scene from I Am Legend. Oh, it's like a little clearing in the middle. Oh no, it's on the edge. I wonder if my panda's still over here. He's over there though. Like way over there. Where the desert meets the jungle, right at the edge of the desert. The very easternmost part of the desert. There's that savanna with nothing in it. I heard a bird. I thought I heard a bird. It's weird how on the map it doesn't show this as being savanna. It shows it as being forest. As you can clearly see on my map that that looks like a forest. Clearly not a forest. I mean, according to this map, I should be fucking dick deep into a forest. Not so much. Time to head back. Maybe some chickens respawned up here. A lot of shit spawns right here. If not in the savannah, in the woods. Thought you had me. Try to do me the same way the On one of my previous videos, I had mentioned that happened to me, where there was a creeper, and I laid down in the bed, and while I was laying in the bed, before I actually went to sleep, because you know there's like 5 seconds when you first lay down before it actually goes to sleep and skips to the next day. While I was laying in the bed, I watched the creeper walk over and stand right next to the bed. He didn't start glowing or anything because, you know, while you're in the bed like that, it counts you as not being there. But as soon as I woke up, he fucking exploded and fucking took out my bed and half my health. And I'm like, really? That's some freaking bullshit. Speaking of creepers, both chickens are raised. Where'd that creeper just go? That's silly. Sometimes, man, the computing for this just drives me nuts. It despawned because I turned around. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button, buddy. One feather away. I could get the feather right there, but I'm not gonna. I never want to have less than 2 in there. Mr. Jangles. Check this forest over here out. Are you following me, dog? What are you barking at? Huh? There you go. Some raw chicken for your ass. Try not to crap everywhere. So I know I eat some raw chicken. I'm shitting on everything. Through a strainer. If I ever need birch, I know where to go. My ears are starting to hurt. If you haven't watched the previous videos, which nobody has, let's be honest, I was talking about that one day. I have an issue with headphones, which sucks. There's really no happy medium either, because I don't like earbuds. They constantly fall out of my ear. My thing is, as I said before, I don't have big ears. People have accused me of having big ears. I've even heard people call me private ears and so on and so forth. And happy horse shit like that. My ears aren't big. They're actually kind of small for my head size. But there's a difference between having big ears and ears that stick out. A lot of people confuse ears that stick out as big ears. They just label them together and you just have big ears. I don't have big ears. My ears just stick out from the side of my head. They're not close to the side of my head. If that makes any sense. The issue is that when I wear headphones for more than a couple of hours, they just start to really irk. You know what I mean? They start to really hurt. Because my ears aren't supposed to be smushed to the side of my head. That's not the natural position for my ears. So, after a couple of hours of doing it, yeah, they start to hurt. And I now officially have all the feathers I need to go to the nether. After only like 2 days of fucking trying. This day doesn't count though, because I was supposed to, I had planned to play this for like the full 6-7 hours that I could, but I got frustrated that they weren't spawning any chickens for me. As I've said before, this game likes to troll me. It figures out, it kind of can glean what I'm going for. Like I said, it knows I'm looking for those turtles. And it just won't spawn the thing that I'm looking for most. Like, now that I'm done looking for chickens, it's gonna just start spawning them like crazy. You watch. Are you guys ready to be incestuous? Because it's gonna happen. Give me all the feathers. Give me all that. Oh, I need all the sticks too. Put it on here. I can put this on here. I'll put the leaves there. I'll put those there. Moment of truth time. It does do it. Wow, that's cool. I didn't think it would because it specifically said furnace in the what's this description. I put that away? Need no shears. I'll put those arrows up. Huh. Well, that's almost not even worth it. It's not like I'm gonna run low on mutton anytime soon. So, a full stack of sticks, flint, and feathers each, all combined to make 4 stacks of arrows. Okay. Good deal. I don't need 4 stacks of arrows. That means, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta take all this shit out. This shit needs reorganized in the worst way. Alright, bow, crossbow. We'll separate all the usable items. I guess that only works if I don't use a torch. Let's see. Don't push me, dog. Alright, now I'll do this. Jab right there. Jab right there. Gray wool, black wool, gray wool. Boom. Very good. I'm gonna take this time. Take one of those. Gonna need torches. That's probably good. Gotta have cobblestone. And we'll take all of those. I may actually be good to go, I think. I know what I need. Alright. We are about ready to go. I'm actually going to wait till tomorrow. Not literally tomorrow, but in-game tomorrow before I set out. So I can roll a Smizoke. John Coffey. Poor Michael Clark Duncan. I really liked him. I loved him in The Scorpion King. He died, for those of you that don't know. Guy that played John Coffey in the 8 Mile. Probably had a heart attack. I don't remember exactly, but big guys like that, like Andre the Giant, his heart stopped, you know. See, those giant guys, the thing about them is that they have a lot of advantages, but either one of two things happens to them. Either they end up like the guy who played on Happy Gilmore, played his former boss, the big giant guy, Mr. And you can count on me meeting you in the parking lot after this is over, Shooter. You know, that big guy? If you notice, when he's chasing after Shooter, they really don't show him running. Like, they show him from the waist up running, but they don't show him running. Because even by that point, he could hardly move. Either they have nervous problems where they lose the ability to move, they almost become paralyzed over time, or the other thing that happens to those giant guys like Andre the Giant and Michael Clark Duncan and that guy is that they have heart attacks because their heart is still the same size as everybody else's. And it has to do extra work because of the sheer size of their body, you know. Our hearts aren't built to deal with that mass, you know, evolutionarily. So, like Andre the Giant, Michael Clark Duncan, they both died relatively young. I mean, I think Andre, if he wasn't in his 30s, at most he was in his 40s when he died. And Michael Clark Duncan may have been in his 40s. He was either in his 40s or early 50s, and his heart gave out, I'm pretty sure. You know, that it's just their normal size hearts aren't made to keep up with their oversized bodies through the long haul. It's really kind of sad. Giant Gonzalez is another one that is one of those that he became paralyzed before he died because his nervous system just broke down. You know what I mean? Our bodies are not meant to be that big. But, you know, I guess it's kind of a double-edged sword. That's the edge part of the sword. The other side is during their life, they're almost guaranteed a certain amount of fame. Women tend to flock to them. I mean, men are scared of... you know, there's advantages to being a giant like they are. You know, the first 50 years of their life are usually pretty magnificent. Occasionally they have to deal with being a freak, but, all of us have to deal with being considered a freak at one place or another. Basically what I'm saying is they don't those giants, they don't live very long, but because they're giants, they live well for the short time that they live. The advantages is the fame and all that. The disadvantages is they're gonna die young. As I sit here, not doing anything, when I should be going. Should I take more stack? I should take at least another stack. And leave my iron. I can't believe I almost took off with my iron. I'm not taking that with me. Skeleton, watch your ass. I'm sure anybody that watches is like, why did he build his nether portal? Like, outside of his camp. Well, I just thought this was a perfect little place up here on this little plateau. I mean, before I put these torches here, this was pretty much consistently dark. I mean, it's underneath a floating little peninsula. Wait a minute, will the dog follow me in there? Nope. Sorry guys, I got him. What the? You hurt my dog, you bitch. Fuck you. That's not what I was trying to do. I fucking hate creepers. They're the most annoying thing in this game. Second is the berry bushes. I'm sorry, doggy. I promise. I'm gonna feed you some meat when I get back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it now, because I don't want you to get hurt. I've already lost a dog, and it hurt my feelings. you are, puppy. That dag nabbit creeper tried to kill you. Sorry guys, I just thought of something I want to do. The fuck is that noise? That's gotta be another one of those cave sounds. Either that or it glitched. And because it glitched, I'm hearing nether sounds. Nah, I better keep all of those with me. Your boy ain't trying to lose his shit. Because I'm about to do something rather foolish. I gotta be quite honest with you. In fact, I'm gonna put the rest of the shit in here. Now they should all come, right? No. Totally worth it. Fuck that. go, you little fuck? Way better than the bow. It looks like iron, but I think it's that stuff called glow stuff. Glowstone, used to create brighter light than torches, melt snow and ice, and can be used underwater. Okay. All of that shit. I can already imagine the decorative options. Really? Well, there's no point to even trying to get that shit. Keep going higher. That's not a pig guy. That's not a pig guy. Not a pig guy. And there's a gas. I saw that fucking gas. Y'all saw a fireball, right? Wither skeleton. Armed with a sword can inflict wither which drains your health. Alright. Just because I don't like the way you're looking at me? Dude, I got up to like level 30 one time before I got murked. What's up, buddy? That little bastard got a hit off on me. Good enough. Nice try, asshole. A blaze! Why didn't it load? What the hell? Well. That's some cheap shit! Is that my horse all the way up there? That little fucker wanders, like, all over the place. Like, I've gotten off my horse and, like, did something and came back. Or, like, stopped to craft something or do something. And then I look up and the little fucker is gone. Return to sender? What was that? Destroy Ghast with a fire. I guess I hit his fireball back at him. I didn't even know that was a thing. What is that shit? Sand? Or stone? There was a blaze down there, though. And that's what I'm interested in. I want some blaze powder. I want to make a blaze rod. I seen ya. I hate you, motherfuckers. I'm gonna kill you whenever I see you. Look at them. 2 of them spawned. Did you guys see that shit? Fucking just dropped. These motherfuckers cheat, man. This game is cheating. I know. I'm just being a bitch, but god damn it, man. I had him dead to rights. He wasn't even that fucking far to me, and I shoot and the arrow went like I used a bow. You know what I mean? If you use a bow and you don't draw it all the way, yeah, the fucking shit'll drop like a rock. But a crossbow that's fully drawn. Suck on that, bitch. Do I need to put torches around here? How it does that. Where's my pants? I need to stop doing that now that I know that it's like that. My box? Oh, that's crap. Are you kidding me? My gold nuggets. The gassed cream. It's like the game knows this is my first time in the Nether, and it's doing everything it can to fucking stop me. It's my fault. I shouldn't have put the fucking box out there. I should have put it in here. I should have this room just filled with boxes. Gotta make up more gold nuggets. Never had anything but the big one drop the magma. And somehow I'm supposed to find a stronghold in here. I've heard these places are huge too. Like you can go for hours in one direction. Like and never find the stronghold. Kind of makes it daunting. That's right. Is he standing in the lava? Sneak attack! Trapdoor, 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 trapdoor. For niggas like you, are you coming at me? Fucking knew it, man. Do you see that? It was doing that shit to me yesterday. Where I'll hit the enemy and it won't knock it back. They just keep coming at me. That's when you know the CPU has decided we're not going to let you succeed. We don't care how skilled you are. You're fucked. It's your fault for not playing better safe than sorry. Never did find my pants. I guess they got destroyed. We call this sweet bitch, you bitch. He shouldn't have got that off on me either. Well, it's getting to be 9 o'clock. I'm gonna call it a day because this is seriously pissing me off. It really is. Have a good night, everybody.